Hey everyone, Ben here. ARK Invest is an investment firm which specialises in disruptive and innovative technology. Their founder, Cathie Wood, is widely regarded as one of the original Tesla bulls, as she predicted Tesla's monstrous bull run when everybody else was doubters. ARK's active ETFs have actually been the best performing ETFs of the year and actually returned over 100% to shareholders, whereas the S&P 500 has returned a measly 14%. I personally was talking about ARK Invest long before the mainstream media was actually mentioning ARK Invest, but still it's nice to see that they're finally getting the recognition they deserve as a great investment firm. Thus in this video I'm going to be diving into the top 10 stocks in ARK Invest's most popular ETFs. This is part of a whole series I'm doing on all of ARK Invest's ETFs. So if you do want to check those other videos out, I'll leave those in the description below. But before we dive right in, if you're new around here, why not consider joining the investing family by hitting that subscribe button and turning that notification bell on. If you do find any value in this video at all, even just a little bit of value, feel free to give this video a big thumbs up. That helps out tremendously with the YouTube AI. And if you do wish to know exactly which stocks I'm buying, which stocks I'm selling, and access my entire six-figure investment portfolio, then check out that first link in the description below for the VIP membership group. With that being said, let's dive in. Okay, so kicking things off with the ARKQ ETF, the ARK Autonomous and Technology Robotics ETF. The average year-to-date return for this ETF has been 106.7%, which is incredible. I've never seen an ETF return so much within a single year. Okay, so now let's dive into these top 10 holdings. I'm going to do a countdown from number 10 to number 1. So kicking things off, unsurprisingly, at stock number 10 is Tesla, ticker symbol TSLA. This makes up 10.54% of the ARKQ ETF. Now, Tesla currently has a price to sales ratio of 25, so you're paying 25 times the company's sales. The previous year's sales growth is approximately 45 to 55%. Now, I did a full intrinsic valuation on Tesla and whether the stock is a good buy right now. So I'll leave a link for that video in the description below. With that being said, on to stock number 9, and that is Baidu, ticker symbol BIDU, and this makes up 4.41% of the ETF. Baidu has actually been called the Google of China, and they actually run China's #1 search engine, similar to Google, and also have many other applications in the technology arena. So Baidu has a price to sales of just 5, so you can see how that's massively different than Tesla already. So you're paying just 5 times the company's sales. Chinese stocks do usually come with a bit of a discount, which is great to see. The sales growth has been quite slow though, so we're looking at around 17% over the past few years. That's not exactly slow. Like, I consider a growth stock one which is growing at least 15% per year, so 17% is not too bad. Balance sheet is also okay with a current ratio of 2.65. Anything over 2 is fine. Okay, on to stock number 8, and that is Trimble, ticker symbol TRMB, and this makes up 4.35% of the ETF. Now, Trimble is an interesting company and one which I'm going to research a little bit more. So it's basically involved with technological transformation in the construction and agricultural industry. So this company has over 1,000 patents across a variety of different technologies. So the price of sales for this company is 5.68, so you're paying 5.6 times the company's sales, and the growth rate for this company is approximately 11%. So still not too bad. It's a fast grower, but not a really fast grower like Tesla. Okay, on to stock number 7, and that is Materialise, ticker symbol MTLS, and this makes up 4.32% of the ETF. So Materialise, headquartered in Belgium, is one of the largest and most long-established independent companies in the 3D printing and additive manufacturing sector. So this is a leader in 3D printing. So you can see these have got 3 different parts of the business: Materialise Software, Materialise Medical, and Materialise Manufacturing, all for 3D printing. The company has a price of sales of 17, so that is quite high. You're paying 17 times the company's sales. Very high valuation. Majority of these companies in the ETF are also unprofitable. That's just something else for you guys to be aware of. Compound annual growth rate on the sales over the past 3 years has been 19.77%. So yeah, close to 20%, a growth stock, but still not a really fast growth stock to justify that valuation. Okay, on to stock number 6, and that is Deere & Co. So this is ticker symbol DE, and this makes up 4.24% of the ETF. So this is a company which specializes in agriculture and construction products. You can see they make these tractors, they make these diggers. I actually used to work for their competitor JCB. Now, it actually surprised me to see this company included in ARK's Autonomous Technology and Robotics ETF. The only thing I can think of is when I used to work for JCB, we actually had autonomous driving technology for the tractors. So basically, you could set it up for these tractors, and basically the tractor would map the entire field without any driver at all and basically work the farm, so the farmer could just sit there and chill out. So I do believe that technology was way ahead of its time, so perhaps John Deere has got something similar. I also worked on an augmented reality system at JCB also. This is probably confidential, but I'm just telling you guys on this video, so perhaps John Deere is also working on that also. So price of sales for this company is just 2.66, so that's very low for this company, so it could be an interesting one for you guys to check out. Sales growth has been just 6% though, so this is a slow grower, and I do know from working in this industry previously, it's a cyclical industry. So when the construction industry is booming, there's a lot of sales for the company, but when the construction industry starts to slow down, sales tend to drop off, as these are quite expensive vehicles, but still an interesting one to keep your eye on if you want to differentiate value play in the tech sector. Number 5, and that is JD.com, ticker symbol JD, and this makes up 4.12% of the ETF. So JD.com is one of the largest e-commerce players in China. You can think of these guys as the Amazon of China. They're a major competitor to Alibaba's Tmall. Price of sales of just 1.36, so that's so low. That's the lowest we've seen on this list so far. So that's a great valuation. What's the growth rate like? Growth rate 29%. So if you're looking for value and you're looking for growth, then JD.com could be for you. Okay, on to stock number 4 is Alphabet, ticker symbol GOOG, and this makes up 3.62% of the portfolio. So Alphabet is the parent company of Google. They are the number 1 leader in search. They own YouTube, where you're watching me right now. They also own the number 1 most popular operating system for mobiles. That is Android. They have Google Maps. They have Google Home. Many, many more technologies. They're even working on autonomous vehicles with Waymo. Now, the only risk with this company is they make a large portion of their revenue at the moment from advertising. So really, it is a giant advertising company at the moment. But they are working on what they call diversified bets. So a few of them may pay off, such as Waymo. So Alphabet, currently we're looking at a price of sales of 7.6. This is a profitable free cash flowing company. PE ratio 31, so you're paying 31 times the company's profits, not the company's sales, which is great to see. Sales growth, so approximately 20%. Now for a company this size, 20% sales growth is fantastic. So this is a $1 trillion company. This is not one of those companies which is a tiny microcap company. I'm sure you guys all know Google is a $1 trillion company, one of the largest in the world. Probably apart from Amazon, it is the largest in the world. Okay, on to the top 3 stocks right now. We've got Kratos Defense and Security, ticker symbol KTOS. This makes up 3.49% of ARK's ETF. So Kratos specializes in directed energy weapons, unmanned systems, satellite communications, cybersecurity warfare, microwave electronics, missile defense, training, and combat systems. You can see this is a true universal soldier, high-tech, military-style company. So definitely a very interesting one, working in the defense and the security industry. Price of sales 4.84, so you're paying 4.8 times the company's sales. This company has just started to become profitable also, so that's good to see. Sales growth is around 9.72%, so not too bad, but not really like a fast grower, so not really the company that I look for. But the security and the satellite side of the business are 2 industries which are set to boom in the next few years, so that could be a major tailwind for this company. On to the last 2 stocks in this ETF, we've got stock number 2 is Teradyne Incorporated, ticker symbol TER. This makes up 3.2% of the ETF. Developer and supplier of automatic test equipment for electronic devices. So some of their customers include Samsung, Qualcomm, Analog Devices, Texas Instruments, and IBM. So this company really does test all the electronic equipment for all the major players in the electronic industry. So definitely one to watch and potentially invest into. Price of sales 6.41, so you're paying 6.4 times the company's sales. The stock has recently had a pullback, so that could be a potential opportunity to get in there. This company is profitable also, so price to earnings ratio 24.6. The average for the S&P 500 is around 20-25. So I think that's actually a great price to earnings ratio for such a company which is ubiquitous across all technology. Let's check out that growth rate. So we're looking at 15.93% growth rate, which is quite good. At least 15% is a growth stock. So it's still a growth stock. Obviously, it won't be growing as fast as like a microcap stock, but still, that's not a bad growth rate. market cap of the company is around $15 billion, so still quite a small company. I think this company is definitely an interesting one to watch, potentially invest into. Okay, now finally, stock number 1 on my list is Nano Dimension, ticker symbol NNDM. This makes up 3.06% of the portfolio. This stock is also an ARK Invest Israeli ETF. So these guys offer round-the-clock 3D printing of electronic circuitry. So electronics is a fastly growing industry, and also 3D printing, and this company tries to marry both of those together. Now the price sales for this company is through the roof, so this company is literally going to the moon. Price of sales 940, so that is the highest valuation I've ever seen on any stock. So you're paying 940 times the company's sales. So there's a lot of people who are bullish on this stock. Of course, the sales growth over the past 3 years has been extremely good, 435%. So we're seeing the highest growth and also the highest valuation, but still a 940 price to sales. This company has a lot to live up to. Their technology must be incredible for people to be so bullish on this company. But a danger with Nano Dimension is it's priced for perfection right now. So if they don't fulfill the promises with their technology, then the stock could plummet. If they do, then it's definitely a high reward play, but also with a lot of risk. Okay, that's today's video off the top of my head. 3 stocks which I'm going to investigate more and potentially invest into. I like Teradyne, I like JD.com, and of course I like Google. But Nano Dimension is a very interesting one to watch due to their technology. I'd love to hear your thoughts, so please do comment below. If you guys did find any value in this video at all, feel free to give it a big thumbs up. That helps out tremendously with the YouTube AI. If you're new around here and you still haven't subscribed, what are you waiting for? Feel free, join the investing family and turn that notification bell on. If you do want to talk to me directly about your own investing portfolio, about your own life decisions, if you do want to access exactly which stocks I'm buying, which stocks I'm selling, in addition to my entire investment portfolio, then check out that first link in the description below for the VIP membership group. With that being said, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys have an incredible day, and I'll see you guys all in my next video. Invest safe.